What's up, Everyday Blades? Got a treat here for you, as usual. This is a 2-year update of a knife that I originally got 2 years ago. Kept it for a long time. Finally, somebody wanted it more than I did and got it from me and bought it from me. And I decided that I couldn't live without it, so I got me another one. Found a deal in my group and scooped it up and thought it was time for another look back at the James brand, the Barnes. I really like this knife. Didn't realize how much I liked it until I got rid of it and I missed it. This knife is exceptional. This knife got crapped on a lot when it first came out for the price. Ironically, right after it came out, everything shot through the roof. All the prices got ridiculous. And it didn't seem so high to everybody, evidently, because it doesn't get as much of a beating as it did back then. Now you can't even buy it. This knife's not even available. They have a newer version that's like full micarta all the way around. They had a micarta inlay before, but now the one they have is like a full micarta inlay. There's hardly any titanium on the show scale. I like this version a lot better. The one I had a green anodized thumb stud. This one has been modified a little bit. The previous owner sent it and had this anodizing done. I love the look of anodizing. My problem is anodizing is essentially rust and it wears off. It scratches easily and after a while it doesn't look that great. I like raw titanium knives that, that even when you wear them they still look the same. Monochromatic, as our boy Complex would say. Now this one is a full integral, and I never understood the hate on this knife because one, it's a Riot. Riots are not inexpensive knives. Yeah, it was more expensive than what they were offering at the time, but in my opinion, it was better than what they were offering at the time. The design was just awesome. It's simplistically amazing. It's very difficult to make a knife this simple, this great. So for breakdown simple materials, you're talking about M390, 6A04V titanium. Awesome texturing. I mean, it just feels really good. It gives you just the right amount of grip without it being, nasty. They put the lock bar cutout on the inside. Look at the landing pad for the clip. I mean, every knife should have that. My point back then, and still is, this knife hits every point us reviewers complain about. It's got the lock bar travel, the lock bar stabilizer, the over travel stop. The fit and finish is just ridiculous. I mean, it's insane. And the fact that it's an integral. The pocket clip is uniquely engineered to where that little screw right there inside the scales is the only thing that holds it in. Very cool stuff. It's milled on both sides. I mean, that's lots and lots of milling. And so then it was $600. I don't know what the new one costs. I think it's substantially more, but I'm not even interested in that one. I like this one a lot better. They also offered this in a full PVD, which I would not be interested in at all. I'm just not a fan of PVD. Maybe if it was PVD on the scales and, satin blade, but still, I love this look, man. This just looks great. They also had premium packaging. This packaging's a little beat up because it's older. These knives came out several years ago with a nice coin. James Brand is a marketing company. They don't make their stuff. They have it made by quality companies. And I heard one reviewer say that this knife, if it was made in the United States, that's the price it would cost in the United States, $600. You're not getting this knife made in the United States for $600. I don't care who you are. Maybe wholesale, not retail. This knife would be $1,000 plus if you made this in the United States. If you source it out to an OEM that was equal to Riot, that's what I'm talking about. The only slight nitpick anyone could find on this knife was they put a T6 pivot head there, but there's a T8 over here. It's not like you're going to be cranking tons of force in there. Would I prefer it to be T8? Sure. But if that's the only thing you can find on this knife, I believe it's worth the money. I believe I paid on the secondary $470, and for me that's a home run on these. If you can get these for $400 or around the $400-$500 mark, and they're still in pretty new condition, you've got yourself an amazing knife. The bearings are just, this is effortless, and it's of course drop shut because it's on bearings. It's got an amazing action. Comes with a James brand large microfiber cloth, not the little tiny little tissue piece that a lot of them come with. It's got a felt line box with the lid on it, with the slip over the top of it. Just well built, well packaged. There's a couple of holes back here for a lanyard. I don't have that with it, but I wouldn't use it anyway. The weight is super reasonable on this thing. I'm not going to go over all the dimensions again. I will put it up against a couple of size comparisons for you, just in case you're not familiar with this knife. Let's see. Let's do the Rat 1. Everybody's familiar with that knife. And the Rat 2. Just to give you an idea of size. To me, it's the perfect EDC size knife. It's not too small, not too big. It's the Goldilocks. Put that back. Yeah, this one's gonna stay with me for a while, if not forever. I really like it. I do. A lot of people crapped on the neon green thumb stud. I really liked it because it was the only thing green on the whole knife. That's what was cool about it to me. It just stood out. It's just a good looking knife. The feel of that jimping is, the feel of that milling is just amazing. Fits in I got 2XL gloved hands. Fits in your hands just perfectly. Even if you had smaller hands, there's no different. There's no set grooves for it to fall in. But it feels really good in hand. I can't say enough great things about it. I love this knife. I have no affiliation with James Brown. I don't even have an affiliate with them. An affiliate link or anything. But because I'm not like over the moon about all their products, I don't know any of the other products. This is the only one I know. And I remember looking back through their catalog of knives they had, and I wasn't interested in it. But this one, home run. And like I said, I do like the look of the anodizing. I just know it's already starting to wear a little bit right there on the corner, and this thing it hasn't been used. Let's check the weight on it just so we know. I don't remember, it's been so long. 4.6, that's right. That's bringing it all back to me now. But there she is, the James brand, the Barnes. Thanks guys for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.